All right, buddy. Well, that's the story. You're minus 2.5K. So let me get on to what I got to do here. A bunch of these cotton choppers are waiting to bear down on me, and they got their rifle scope set. So I'm gonna go ahead and get on with it. 321 Catskill Mountains, New York, the Empire State. It's Wednesday. It's November, if I'm not mistaken. It's November 3rd, 2021, and we are doing our 9 p.m. check-in. Who's up?
It ain't 9 o'clock yet.
321, you got that heat going over there?
Going into number 14.
Break, anybody got it?
All right, Buzzkill. I heard this, and you did it. So you're number 1. All right. Looking good, Jerry. And I hope everybody had a good solid week. And the weather's cold. It's going to be 26 degrees here tonight in Catskill Mountains. We have 32 right now, 32 degrees. All right, who's next? Who wants to be number 2?
Pick me!
Who's me?
188 Piper. Hey, it's not 9 o'clock, it's only 8:57, but I'll let you slide.
Oh, the timekeeper just put me in check. All right, 188 Piper. He caught me out here. So I'm going to listen to whatever he says.
I'm feeling it over.
Piper, you're in at number 2. Good to hear you, buddy.
Roger.
Yes, sir.
Coffee makes me a mite nervous when I drink it.
I love that, man. I love the sling blade thing. That's good. Did I hear 856?
You got Desperado. Rock and roll. Come on.
All right, 856. I gave you number 3, and I got Desperado at number 4. All right, I got Crazy Dave, and somebody else said they were checking in. Come on back. 138. All right, good to hear you guys. 138, you're in at number 6. I hope everybody's checking their 3-digit lotto numbers. I'm a big advocate nowadays for playing the New York numbers. And I'm going to go through the list in a little while once we get calmed down with the check-in. See if any of you sapsuckers won $500. And if you didn't play, well, God bless America.
God bless Virginia.
Break.
Loud and clear, man. Loud and clear. I got you with 8+ great audio. And yes, God bless Virginia. 10-4. All right, I'm going to put myself in at lucky number 7. 321. And I play that number. I play 321. I play it straight and I play it box. So, give myself a little fighting chance there. Who's number 8?
You got 243 there. Break. Anybody got a copy?
All right, I heard 31 Yankee. All right, and somebody else came in with you right then there. Who was that?
Break. Anybody got a copy of me?
243. Hey, you made it. 243. Sounded good right there.
Which radio?
Well, I'll tell you what. What are you running right now?
2970.
Beautiful, man. Loud and clear. Loud and clear. Something's going on because you had no audio. I watched you key up, but you had no audio.
Roger. Okay. Thank you.
All right. We're up to number 10. Relay 1 made the game. That's good. He's quite the builder there. Relay 1. Tony, you're a good friend, buddy. I'm glad to hear you made it. Number 10. Anybody want to check in at number 10?
Sun Dodger checking in.
All right, Sun Dodge. All right, man. Putting you in there, number 10. Good to hear you out there. I hope you guys are going to stay warm tonight. It's cold. It's cold and it's going to get colder. I got 32 degrees here in the Catskill Mountains and it's going to go down to 26.
Frost on the homeless.
Oh, man. Yep.
Break. Anybody got a copy on it?
I got a copy on you. Go ahead.
Old Ford truck.
Oh, listen to this. Got wrong number in it, number 11.
Old Ford truck has been shouting you, Charlie. Put him in at 12.
How about it for them?
All right, old Ford truck. Old Ford truck is going in at number 12. I'm sorry I can't hear you out there, buddy.
No problem. I had the old Ford truck along with Mobile 734 to Daredevil, Catskill Mountains, checking in.
Yeah, Daredevil. I got you. I'm putting you in at number 15.
How about it for that tree climber?
Well, good for you, brother. Hey, man, congratulations, Ranger 1. That's good to hear. I want to make a quick statement tonight. Tequila really should be sipped straight. So I feel tequila should be had straight and should be sipped quietly.
Don Julio Blanco.
And roger that. Don Julio Blanco. Roger.
Now, what I got you, 380, checking in from Connecticut. Who gets the worm?
Nope. Hey, who is that? There was somebody checking in from Connecticut. Come on back, Connecticut.
That was 380, Charlie, 380.
380, Connecticut. 380, Connecticut.
How about it for that tree climber? You got a copy? They call me Goat Boy.
Go ahead, you got the tree climber. Go ahead.
Yeah, they call me Goat Boy.
You know I love the Jameson, Hazmat. You know I love the Jameson. But I snuck into a little bit of my girlfriend's stash that she uses for those mixed drinks. What do you call it with the salt? Margaritas? Boy, I like tequila, man. I gotta admit it. Good for sipping straight, that's for sure. But Jameson rules. Yeah, 10 roger that. Hey, Hazmat, I got you in at number 17. And Jojo, the goat herder. Hey, Coat Hanger Kid, I got you in at number 18. 10-4.
Yeah, Kitchen Rich is right here, checking in too.
5454.
She's folding laundry.
Hey, come back with that call number. I caught the 54, but I didn't catch the first part. Oh, 10-4, bad medicine. Good to hear you out there, brother. Good to hear you out there. Bad medicine. Hey, let's see. It's this day in 1957, Russia launched a dog into space. How about that? And in this same day in 1998, wrestler Jesse Bobby Ventura. The Bobby Ventura became the government of Minnesota. We need him back in Minnesota. Minnesota also decided they needed cops. How about that?
That's right, because the government dropped the World Trade Center.
Negative. What? Say it again? Blanca? Like the page is blank? Oh? Oh, Lanka. Okay, Lanka the dog. Did not last very long. Several days until the life support battery shut down, and then she died in space for the Russians. I don't like the Russian government or their space program for that reason. All right, who else is checking in? I'm looking for number 20. I I got bad medicine at 19. I'm looking for number 20 there. 10-4. 715 Mobile, Rhinebeck. I had my kid in Rhinebeck. My youngest daughter was born in Northern Dutchess there. All right, 715 Rhinebeck, Mobile. I got you. Ten 4 715. We'll catch you again.
Hey, tree climber 734 Daredevil. Authorities checking in.
Yeah, Daredevil, I got you loud and clear, man. 734 Daredevil, got you loud and clear. You get number, let's see, where did I put you there, man? I put you in at number 15.
This is the kitchen witch.
Alright, Charlie, man. It's tough to hear you, but appreciate you getting me in the books, brother.
All right, 10-4, Jeff, we got you loud and clear there, brother. You made it. Kitchen witch. All right. Got the kitchen witch at number 21.
Thank you.
You are very welcome. Good to hear you out there. All right, who's stepping up to number 22? 22.
Omega.
All right, Omega. Omega, loud and clear. Omega sounding good tonight, brother. Good to hear you.
Yeah, good hearing you. Yeah, you sound good tonight.
10 roger that. Thank you very much. Did I mention that tequila should be sipped straight? I think I did. Hey, December 1921, U.S. Department of Commerce set forth regulations for recognizing broadcast stations. There were 29 of them. By the end of 1922, there were 500 broadcast stations and radio. Not too shabby, huh? All right, I got one more for you. Amateur radio for all you hamsters out there. 1921, Scotland received a signal from Greenwich, Connecticut, from an RCA test station. It was heard by Milton Cronkite, sent by Paul Godley, and their call numbers in Scotland, the guy's call number is 1BCG, and for the transatlantic test call, Paul Godley out of Connecticut was 2Z as in zebra, E as in Eddie. That's not really how we do it. That's not really hand toss. It would have been Zulu Echo. But anyway, so there's a little bit of history. How about that? Did I put you to sleep?
No, but you're banned from our repeater.
Screw you. All right, we're looking for number 23. Anybody checking in? Anybody checking in? Anybody checking in? Number 23 is up for grabs. In the meantime, I want to let you know this. The 3-digit number is probably the easiest thing to hit. It's 1 in 1,000. You play the 3-digit number. If you play it box, your odds are even easier. So you can win either $500 or I think it's $80. Or 100. Yeah, I think it's $80 if you play it box. But I just missed one. I was close. I was off by one number. I've been waiting for that. The key is you play it until it comes out, because 1 in 1,000, it's going to come out. So play those 3-digit numbers. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. By the way, last weekend, the midday number, they draw twice. Now this is very strange. Sometimes it's a little suspect. But last Wednesday, when we were on the radio, so the midday number was 889. 889. The evening number was 898. How about that? A little suspect. But for those who had it boxed, that's $500.
714 Woodbury, Connecticut, checking in.
All right, 714 Woodbury, Connecticut. 714 sounded loud and clear tonight. We had a big patch of skip. For some reason I don't hear it anymore. But 714, you're coming in loud and clear. No pain, no strain. Sounded good representing Connecticut.
Yeah, there was some skips on my end too, unless
I think they did their work, but good for us. I made a couple of contacts. Real quick, just before we came on the air. I was on channel 28. I think I got one or two of them. Alright, well, we're up to number 24, and geez, it's still pretty early. That's good. That's real good. Has anybody heard from Davy Crockett or 1 Adam 12? They promised me that they would be trying to shoot some skips from down south, wherever they are. I think they're in Tennessee. Yeah, I heard Arizona earlier today. I heard southern Arizona talking. So we're getting a lot out of the west. That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, good contact there, Ray. Big 10-4. Good to hear you out there, Scarecrow. I'm putting you in at number 24, Scarecrow Goshen, number 24. By the way, if nobody heard, the Braves took the World Series. The Braves. I think it's the second time in their history. And I think they've only been in the World Series 4 times in their history. I think I got that right. No, my kid likes the Bengals. And who cares?
anybody else getting a lot of interference right now?
No shit, yeah man, he'd love that. I'll take you up on that, brother. Yep, so the Braves did good. Last time I looked, so I'm a Mets fan. The Mets didn't do so good. I think they finished out in either third place or something like that, and the Yankees were in second place. Do I have that right? Can anybody correct me on that? Yeah, who's calling Tree Climber? Come on. Ten 4-613. Thanks for checking in, bro. Yeah, I haven't heard you in a while, man. I hope everything is all right. Sounded good coming out of Verona, New Jersey. That's a hell of a hit, man. Good deal. 613. Good to hear you, bro. Big 10-4, 613 in the Mobile. At about 650, you say? That ain't bad, man. That thing's coming in good. I got you loud and clear. No pain, no strain. 613. Roger that, man. No problem. Hey, the only problem I got with New Jersey is, who do you have for a baseball team? Hey man, that's not a bad team to have. That's not a bad team to have. Don't worry, you guys, when your state finally grows up a little bit, you're going to have your very own baseball team, I guarantee.
Team Murphy.
Roger that, man, roger that. All right, hey man, I'm just messing with you. 613, sounded good. Good to hear you out there, bro. All right, 10-4 there, Jarhead. Hey, 613, if you got a little bit louder, but you got a little bit higher pitch. You had a little more bass with the other mic there, 10-4. I like the first mic. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. If you had the talk back on, that would make a difference. This sounds pretty good. All right, 10 roger that. Good luck hunting. Barryville's got some bears, man. If you go for bear, Barryville's a good bear, a good spot for bear. You know why? Because that's where they dump off all the Jersey bears. They dump all the Jersey bears up in Barryville. Roger that. I can't say enough about a nice white tail. All right, 613, I'll catch you later, man. 321, back on the side. All right, 10-4, man. Hey, does anybody know when the Cobra 29 LTD first came out? .445, I got you loud and clear. Hey, 445, good to hear you out there, my brother. 445, you're getting number 26. All right, 10-4, man. Hey, 445, I played your number. 445. I played the 3-digit here in New York, man. That's a good number.
The kitchen witch is making corn muffins.
The kitchen witch is making me corn muffins? Oh my God, I gotta get you the address. Send them over.
Standing over to the microphone.
10-4, Buzzkill. All right, man, through the microphone. I can smell them already. Hot butter melting on them. Nice. All right, one more time. Does anybody know when the Cobra 29 LTD first came out? I know they had a 50th anniversary. Cobra had a 50th anniversary 10 years ago. But I don't know if that was for the 29. They represented it on the 29 radio. But I don't know if that was, maybe for Cobra or for the 29 itself. So if anybody knows when the 29 came out, let me know. Yeah, right? All right, we're at number 27. We're looking for number 27.
Break channel.
Go ahead, break channel.
X-ray 687, checking in.
X-ray 687. Hey, X-ray, I think I just sent back your, maybe I did a friend request there for you on Facebook.
Alright, I thought you did that a long time ago.
Maybe I did, but it popped up again, so I just ran it through again. In case you don't want to be my friend no more, I want to be your friend again.
Okay, as long as you didn't get hacked.
No, sir. No, sir. At least I hope. Man, this is dangerous days. You don't know what they're doing with your bank account. You don't know what they're doing with your Facebook account. Crazy. Let's see here. By the way, we missed it. And this goes out to one of our guys, Mike. Hey, Mike, just so you know, it was National Cat Day, October 29th. We missed it, but that was National Cat Day. Can't be. That can't be right. 2004? No way.
1999. Nah, it was earlier than all that.
Yeah, it's got to be earlier than that, man. Let's see here. By the way, 1972, the early 70s, up to 1972, the FCC required call sign and $20 to get a license for a CB radio. By 1975, it was reduced to $4 for that license. And then it ended in 1983. After 83, you didn't have to have a license for a CB. And I never did, but I don't know how. I know a lot of guys cherish their old CB radio call signs. There's a lot of guys that collect some of that stuff too. But that all came to a crashing halt in '83.
The Cobra came out in 1999.
Well, I want to party like 1999.
Okay. Ranger has it in writing. So we're gonna, until we get further information, we're gonna go with that. But the Cobra 29, when was it first released to the public? Cobra 29. All right, we are at number 28. We're looking for number 28. X-Ray got number 27. Who else is up there?
What year was it released?
Somebody looking to check in. Come on.
Cobra 29 is a broad statement, so what are you talking about? LTD? GTL came out before LTD. That was probably like in the 76 range, right? The LTD was right behind it, if not right on top of it by 1980.
All right. So say it's Desperado. All right, man. Well, I'm going to have to see that in writing, pal. Put your money where your mouth is. Show me a print.
Yeah.
Wasn't it only 23 channels, the first 29?
Yeah, 10-4. We'll get to the bottom of this somehow, some way. All right. Again, I'm at number 28. Tonight I'm on my Icon IC7610. I got a studio mic in front of me, an RE320, the RE320 by Electric Voice, and I'm putting it through my Moonraker 4 beam. That's what's helping me do this. I'm beaming with happiness. So sad, buzz. All right, we haven't heard from a bunch of guys here. I know it's still rather early, but let's see. I haven't heard from Painkiller. I haven't heard from 525 International Connection. I haven't heard from Benny 856. I have not heard from 202 Connecticut, Road Dog, Charger. Hey, Ranger, I haven't heard from Puddin'. I haven't heard from Black Bear, Red Fox, Mr. 70s, Killer Cat, Slapshot, or Greg from Newport, 153. That's a long laundry list of guys that haven't checked in yet.
That sucks for you. Black Bear's checking in.
You can only check in if you know what year the very first Cobra 29 was produced.
I don't know. I'll say 1972.
I hope Wendy feels better. Somebody was keying up with when that was produced. Come on back.
Black Bear checking in out there. Hello. Black Bear's checking in, the old 126. I don't know what year the first 29 LTD was made, but I'm going to guess 1972, just because I like that number.
72 was a good year. Hey, Black Bear, you said your call number is 146?
126. The old 126. We used to have a little club called Straight Shooter. He's a straight shooter, 126.
Straight shooter, 126. All right, Black Bear, we got you in there, man. And 1972 is as good a year as any. Could have been.
Could have been, and I'm not going to Google it. It takes all the fun out of it.
I know. I could have done that, but I'd rather find out from all the guys who actually may know. And that's you guys. That's you senior operators, guys that have been around a long time doing this. Hey, I'll tell you what. 1977. That's when 40 channels opened up. 40 channels TV. 1977. I have a 1977 Chris XL50 mobile unit. Half the radio is dedicated to the digital display for 40 channels. Half the interior of that radio. It's crazy. But, yeah, 1977, we got 40 channels. Legal.
21 check-in.
Come on, 21 check-in.
Good evening, Box 25, International Connection.
All right, Adrian, how's it going, brother? Sounding good.
Thank you much. It's going good. Kind of nippy out here. I got the window partially open to kind of keep the room cool, but I may have to close it because it's getting a little too nippy. And it's talking about old style radios. I still got my hands on an old high-gain 2705 modded by me years and years ago. One of the old Cybernet chassis 028 chip radios there, just for nostalgia, next to the Courier.
Very nice. Ah, that's good. Now, you said you got that back? You had, or you said you held on to it?
I've had this radio since 78.
Holy smoke. All right, that's a pretty good clip, man. Do you have any idea when the Cobra 29 was first introduced?
Somewhere in I'm throwing it out. I'm throwing it out as possibly 84, 83.
Boy, we're getting we're getting it from every direction. I don't know. We're trying to come up with the right answer without looking it up online. But I guess that's as good a guess as any. It's only the most popular CB mobile radio that ever was. They're still selling. So I was just wondering when it first came out.
Hey, it's the first publication of Secret CB, and yeah, I looked it up online, but it is 1977, and it says Cobra 29. That was a 23-channel jobber back then. That was the first one that kicked it off. So it's right there, 1977. It was in that article. It was probably manufactured in about 76.
All right. So 76, 77, you're thinking. Well, that makes good sense. That's when they came. Now, did you say that was a 23 channel?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a video of Mike's Radio Repair on fucking YouTube if you want to watch it. He said it's an awesome radio. It's where it all began with the 29. It looks a little different, but it's got 23 channels, but it's a sharp looking radio. It's all crystal controlled. But absolutely, I'll send you this right now. You listen.
All right, 10-4, man. Well, there you go. Brendan comes through with the hard, cold facts on the 29. Which started out as a 23 channel. I'll be witnessing that myself momentarily, I'm sure.
This is a Secret CB. I had the entire collection years ago. Yeah, well, volume 1. The first one that ever came out. It's got the Cobra 29 in it. So it came out, and right here, I got the picture. November 1977 it was published in, so there you go. And that was in there, so I mean, this probably was made in like 76.
All right. That is the gospel on the 29. Excellent, man.
Break.
Go ahead, Break.
Yeah, he's right about the 77, but the Cobra 29 was crystal synthesized, and it was crystal control. What they did is they would use two different transmit and receive crystals, and then they would have different variances in between them to get the channels in between. So in other words, they would have like channel 1 and maybe channel 5, and then they would have a VFO or something
to get channels 4 and 3 and 2. And the other thing I want to say is that's where my 687 came from, my license. I paid $20 for my license.
Yeah, 10-4, there you go, man. It wasn't but a couple of years later they dropped it down to $4. I would certainly demand some kind of refund.
Nah, it was worth it. I got it hanging on my wall.
Haha, 10-4. Oh man, all right. So I remember anytime I had a CD radio, if I bought one or if I went to the CD shop, I guess I was 12 or 13 years old. The first thing the guy behind the counter would do is he would slide the cardboard or the card stock little application for your license, slide that over to you, and he'd say, son, you need to fill this out.
Well, you know, when it was...
Go ahead, Brick. I'm checking that now. The opening was pretty crazy. My mistake, Benny was number 3. Holy guacamole. Sorry about that, Benny. If you're listening, 856, I remember talking to you. But all these amphetamines, alcohol, and mental illness is taking its toll. So I apologize. Benny has checked in. You know, I wondered what the straw was for. I couldn't figure it out. I went with my first guess. That was probably a mistake. Now you tell me.
Breaker.
Go ahead, Breaker.
Some guy off in the distance is asking for a radio on frequency. Am I the only one that hears him?
I cannot hear anybody. I haven't heard anybody asking for a radio on frequency.
Let me give him a shout. Sun Dodger and Fishkill looking for that guy looking for a radio check. Can you hear me? Roger on that. We're the Hudson Valley Radio Club out here, and you're coming in a little staticky. What's your 20? Are you a mobile? That's why they really can't hear you. You know, you need a better antenna there. But you sound okay. I heard you anyway. I'm over here in Fishkill. You're in where? Wappinger again? Roger, Hopewell Junction. Give me about 2 pounds over here in Fishkill. Anyway, yeah, you're working, but you need a better antenna.
Go ahead, Breaker.
Charlie, 136, Carmel, checking in.
136, Carmel. How's it going, brother?
Good, man. Did they reschedule the break?
We're working on it. We're putting something together now.
10-4, very good.
It will happen.
10-4, I'm looking forward to it.
Then roger that. Hey, man, 136. That's a great number. I hope you play that number. I hope you play that number because that's a great number. My buddy won on that. And he won on a box, too. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at it right now. It was October 30th. It came out 361, and he hit that on a box.
That's it. You gotta play it. You gotta be in it to win it.
Gotta be in it to win it, brother. Brothers and sisters, I totally advocate playing your number or playing one of your buddies' numbers. They do come out. The chances are good. It's 1 in 1,000. Not bad.
I'll see.
Okay, I did some Democrat cheating here, and on the Sam's Photo Fact, Cobra 29 XLR 1977.
All right. Yep, Brendan was right. He found it first. Brendan went on and he located it. And he just sent me a whole bunch of stuff, but it's in secret DB. And there it is. I got pictures of it. Beautiful little radio, man. 0.3 channel. Crystal. Very nice.
Well, Brandoni is the best at looking stuff up.
1977. Yeah, he cheated. He went right to the internet, but that's okay. It's Brendan. That's my man. He can do it.
Break channel, check in.
You know why? Because Google is for silly people. So stay away from Google. Hey, Ranger, I'll tell you what. You know that Cobra, that square shoebox Cobra base that you have? I was looking at one of those. Man, that's a really good board. The board in that is a really, really good board. Yeah, 10-4. Very underrated radio, but they said that the board in there was really solid. All right, local talk. Ranger, you'll need to know this. Mike Scagnelli, I believe, became our new judge here in the town of Neversink. Mike Scagnelli. The new mayor of New York is an ex-cop, and that's good. He's pro-cop. And in Minnesota, they decided that defunding the police was not a good idea, so they changed their mind, and now they want the police back.
We want election results west of you in Delaware County.
What kind of guy?
Well, it could be worse, but you would know. You would know because, if I'm not mistaken, you are a retired officer, is it?
Yeah, I know of him. I know of him when he started off. He started a group where he co-sponsored a group called 100 Blacks and Officers. 100 black officers.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm a big fan of Curtis Lewa, and like you were on the job, I was a guardian angel. How about that? I was a guardian angel from Long Island. They call it the LIGA Force, L-I-G-A. And I did that for about 3 years, Curtis Lewa in the Bronx, under the L. So I was hoping that he had more of a shot at it, but you know what? We got a cop in office. I think we're at least on the right track.
Yeah, we'll see. But keep an eye out when he starts endorsing Letitia James, the Attorney General. Then you're going to start seeing quote-unquote true colors come out. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Big 10-4, man. Well, like I said, I'll take your word before I take anybody else's on the subject.
Somebody was trying to check in.
Roger that. Well, hey, look, man, you know, I was hoping that if anybody, Curtis Lewa would have gotten it, but like I said, he's a police officer, and I am pro-police. So that's where I stand on that. We are at number 31. Does anybody want to check into 31?
Baker, MacGyver, 5T5, Mobile.
MacGyver. What's going on, brother? The Mobile sounds good tonight.
Hey, thank you much. TSP, northbound from I-84, Cobra 148 GTL with a bunch of weird toggle switches on the bottom of it.
7-4. All right, man. Well, what are you going to do? Time march is on.
Can you flip it around and see what year it was made? That would really help us out.
Sweet, while I'm driving. Let me think about that. Yes, I will do that.
Taconic is pretty straight.
He's got a 148 anyway.
Ah, that doesn't count.
Hey, listen, there was a couple of radios, and there was certainly manufacturers of radios and other equipment like antennas and such, right here in on Long Island, and right here in New York and Long Island. So I know. Let's see, there was one out of Nassau County. I can't think of what it was. But, yeah, hey, man, we manufactured stuff here in the United States, here in New York, and again, I happen to know a lot of equipment was born right in Nassau County, Long Island.
So was Amy Fisher.
And I liked Amy Fisher. I went to Freeport High School, so where she was hanging out with the guy at the body shop was right on the other side of a duck pond from Freeport High School. We saw her all the time.
Was she getting rear-ended?
Well, she was certainly having some body work done, let's put it that way.
Ah, touche.
Break.
On prayer.
Break.
Go ahead, break.
1977 was Smokey and the Bandit, and if I remember correctly, he had a Cobra 29 in his Firebird.
Negative. Not a Cobra 29. But yes, 1977. But it wasn't. It was a Pace. That radio was a Pace, and I cannot remember the model, but it may have been a Pace 123, if I'm not mistaken. But it was a Pace.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen the movie in a long time, but I kind of remember it. Yeah, Pace were very popular back then.
And another fact, might I add, they all talked on Channel 13 during the filming of the movie.
That all the memorabilia from Smokey and the Bandit got auctioned off. It wasn't long after Burt Reynolds died that they did that. And that radio went for, I think, upwards of $25,000.
Wow, that's something. I'm sitting here talking to you guys in the parking lot of the school, and a fox just walked right in front of me. Did they auction off Sally Fields?
They tried, but she was a little stale.
Damn.
Yeah, she was a honey in her day, that's for sure. Hey, that fox, was it a gray fox or a red fox?
Red Fox.
I thought he died.
He did die. Red Fox did die. One of the funniest guys on the planet. I'm still a big fan of Sanford and Son. I love that show.
Where's that Davy Crockett?
He stuck his thing in a socket.
He overdosed on ice cream.
Looking for a goat.
Look.
All right, 10-4 there, Ray. Somebody's checking in. Come on back.
Hitman, checking in.
Hitman, checking in. I got you loud and clear. Hitman, number 32. Number 32, and it is 32 degrees here in the Catskill Mountains at at my Radio Shack. So 32, Hitman, sounding good.
Hello.
Come on, hello.
Charger.
What's up, Charger? What are you doing?
Nah, what are you doing?
All right, man, I got you in at number 33, 3300.
You getting all that electrical noise over there?
Negatory, I'm clean as a whistle here. I don't have any disturbances on the air at all.
Okay, we got it all over here.
Mostly on channel 13.
Yeah, you know what's going on? One of our local operators experienced this in the past, and we just had it happen again on Halloween. Those blow-up lawn ornaments that they run a fan. Those fans put out a horrible RF spurious emission, and they ruin your receive. So you might have something like that going on, and somebody in the neighborhood has one of those giant Thanksgiving turkeys. Ranger went through that with a Frosty the Snowman. You literally have to knock on their door and tell them that, at some point in the day you got to shut that thing off.
We've got like some kind of transformer noise going on over here.
Yeah, but remember, putting a hole in it is going to make the fan run longer and stronger. What you got to do is you got to unplug it. That's what you have to do. But legally, even as a CBer, you don't have to be a ham. Even as a CBer, you have the right to that communication. You have a legal right to citizen band radio. You can knock on the door and tell them that there's something wrong with that thing and it's screwing up your radio. And if you have to, you can file a report with the FCC. And they will stand behind you even as a CB operator. That is the absolute truth. Yeah, burning it down, you better hope it gets the fan too, because that's what does the damage. All right, well, anyway, Charger, I hope you figure that one out, man. That's misery when you can't hear. And it's good to hear you out there, brother.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, me and him, man, both got it going on over here.
Yeah, he came through nice. He came through good. Hey, 556, you out there? Hey, Crazy Dave. 10-4. I don't know if I put you in, so I'll put you in at number 34. You all right with that? All right, 556. Still unbelievable. We cover quite a distance, for sure, man. That's amazing. All right, with Crazy Dave, and at number 34, we're looking at number 35.
148 Accord.
All right, John, 148 Accord. 148 Accord in at number 35. You're sounding loud and clear, my friend. How's the weather in Accord?
Chilly, man, chilly. Down in, getting down here, got frost out there on the ground.
Yeah, 10-4, man. We're at 32 right now. We're hovering right at 32. It hasn't dropped in probably 45 minutes. It's been 32, but they're saying we're looking at 26 by daybreak.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's gonna be frost on the pumpkins, man. Gonna be frost on the pumpkins. That is the ones that they haven't thrown away yet.
Yeah, right. The deer have been cleaning up all the leftover pumpkins around here.
What's the deal with the deer? Somebody told me they got some kind of disease.
Hey, you too. Are you hearing that too? My buddy just took one in sundown, and they examined the internal organs, and the heart was undersized. The liver had all kinds of white lumps on it, and there was something else, some kind of sclerosis. There's something going on out there.
Yeah, somebody was telling me that the deer, to find that most of the deer were dead, for some reason, wherever they got, they head towards water. They died all around the reservoir, I guess, and the little lakes and the ponds and stuff. For some reason, wherever they got, they head for water.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You know, New York, I don't know, there's a management practice slip-up here somewhere. Number one, they're not giving out enough doe permits, and I don't know what I think they're afraid, but listen, back in the old days when you went hunting, you had to hunt to see deer. Now we have gangs of them, you know, mauling people's gardens. It's not like it used to be. There are too many deer, and there are too many does. We hit more with our cars than we ever shoot in a year. That's the absolute truth. And until they thin the herd correctly and bring the numbers down, you're going to have this problem. And one of the biggest problems was they let the open season on coyotes go for too long. And the coyotes weren't knocking down the deer population. All mismanagement, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I tell you what, they got the hunters, you know, it's hard to get ammunition. You know, if you hunt and you go out and buy a box of bullets, if you can find a box of bullets, you know, they're like $60, $80. You know, I reload more my ammunition, you know, all kinds of cartridges. And I got a hell of a job to get primers, especially small rifle primers, and small pistol primers. Powder is getting hard to get, projectiles are getting hard to get, and brass, just about all the brass dried up.
Yeah, 10-4, man, it's the truth. All right, well, listen, hopefully this is something that passes, because 6 deer, not a good thing. All right, 148 Ackwood. John, we got you in at number 35. I'm looking for number 36. Is anybody checking in? Number 36.
We need mandatory vaccination for deer.
No, they'll all just quit. Leave.
Can we get the deer tested once a week?
Yeah, we can test the deer once a week. If they're not going to get the shot.
I like that idea.
It's free. The deer, they have a little dough, maybe just a couple of bucks.
All right, fine. You forced me to give you another bit of CB trivia here. Mel Blanc, the voice of Daffy Duck, Bugs Bunny, and so many more, was a big CBer back in the 70s. Big CBer, Mel Blanc. Not Blanc, the guy who did the voice for Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Elmer Fudd, and all those guys.
I think his handle was Tweety Bird.
On the CB.
I think his handle was Tweety Bird.
It very well could have been, but I do know he did go by, he did use Bugs Bunny, and he used Daffy as a handle.
Also, John Aston from Addams Family was a CBer too.
A couple of you guys teed up together, but I did hear you. It's interesting, and I always like to say that Sir Mix-a-Lot is a big competitive CBer on the West Coast, and he likes big butts. I can't deny.
Prime Minister, I believe, is his handle.
That's right, Prime Minister. They call him Prime a lot. And he's even written songs and rap songs about it. Hey, there you go, man.
I was saying John Aston from Adam's Family was also a big CBer.
Oh, the mud ducks.
Copy that, 321?
Come on back.
I was saying John Aston from Adam's Family was a CBer also.
Is that the case? Now, I'm going to look that one up myself. John Aston, a big fan. Now, his son, right, if I'm not mistaken, he's got a son that's an actor now, too, I believe. And John Aston was great. Guess what? Rob Zombie from White Zombie, Rob Zombie is coming out with a new movie version of The Munsters.
I heard that. By the way, it was a Pace 166.
The Pace 166. All right, that's what Smokey and the Bandit TV radio was. That's awesome. So when he was on the radio, reached over and took a bite out of what's her name's ass there. He was on the Pace 166.
John Aston was on the cover of S9 magazine.
No shit, I'll look that one up too. That's cool. That's very cool. Was he a ham radio guy at all, or just CB?
I don't know. This was back in the 70s, so he was CB.
Yeah, 10-4, man. All right, excellent, man. John Aston. What a great show that was. I think he pigeonholed himself into that, what do they call it? He typecast himself into that role so bad. It was almost impossible, but Fred Gwynn from the Munsters had a hard time until he was older getting away from that Herman Munster thing. But he finally broke away and did some TV and really did well in the movies. I loved him in Pet Sematary and My Cousin Vinny. He was great.
Yeah, those two were great. I was watching Adam's Family tonight on MeTV.
I love the Adams Family, man. I just read a whole thing about Lurch. He was, I guess, a high school and college basketball player, and he was very successful in business. Got a lot of businesses. Good old Lurch, man. That's right. You read that too. He was the hand, and the only time they would have another guy do the hand thing was when they had to have them both in the same shot. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Again, we're at number 36. We're looking for 36 to check in here, and time is winding down. I can't believe tonight flew by. It's all that tequila, man. I'm flying. So we're looking for 36. Anybody checking in? 369. All right. Well, there we go. We got another check-in. I'm very good, man. We haven't heard you in a while. How's it going? And how's things in Pine Bush? Well, I have my own stories about Pine Bush right now. It's where my girlfriend is. She's staying at her grandparents' house. So her grandmother broke her hip, so she's got to stay over there. But how's it going, Ed? Yeah, 10-4, man. Doing real good. Having a lot of fun out here tonight, that's for sure. But it's good to hear you, and Pine Bush is well represented. 369, all right, man. We got you in at number 36, brother.
Baker. Hey, guys, it's Sun Dodger. I'm going to back it down.
All right, 10-4, man. We'll catch you later.
23s.
All right, number 36. 369. How about 37? We got a spot at 37. Anybody checking in? Rebel, Rebel. All right, buddy. I got you in at number 37. All right, how about 38 as the clock draws near the witching hour here? Oh, my mistake. I'm sorry. We're a minute over. Anybody else checking in? Got Rebel at number 37. Who wants number 38? Once, twice, 3 times. It's the end of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all had a good time here. Thanks for checking in. We got 37 operators, and we got a lot of information out there tonight. That was fun. So play your number. If you got a 3-digit number or a 4-digit call number, don't forget, walk into your local lottery agent and tell them you want to play that thing $1 straight or $1 box or both. And play it for the week so you don't forget it. Because these numbers do come out. Everybody has $1 to spend, but how often do you have $500 cash kicking around, right? So play those numbers. We'll catch you next time. 321. True Climber, Catskill Mountains, New York, the Empire State. I am clear.
That dog never survived. It says right here that the dog died from either heat or asphyxiation. I can't even say that. Wouldn't matter. The Russian dog.
Yeah, the Russian dog died because they killed the life support. The batteries went bad or wore out. And the dog floated around in space until the trip was over. Dead as a doornail.
No, it was dead within hours. It didn't make it the full 6 days. The Russians lied.
You see? You see? Cosmonauts. They're all the same. Death of a dog on the Sputnik. What's going to be next?
I don't know. Like, if I'm the Russian, why would you brag about that? Like, I'm going to send a dog to space for 6 days and then I'm going to poison it. Like, wouldn't it be better, like, have a happy ending, like the dog comes back down on a parachute?
Yeah. Or at least give the dog enough time in space to make the, or enough support in space to live and make the trip back. I mean, that's pretty shitty. Almost as bad as Biden experimenting on dogs with some kind of space-eating insect. All right, I've had enough. 321, I'm gone.
If he dies, he dies. Rocky 3 or 4.
73s, everybody, from the X-ray.
You know what? It's a doggy-dog world. Ain't that a bitch? Any other puns, anyone?
Who's breaking on the channel? Never mind.
Anyone else checking in? It's last call for alcohol.
73s from X-ray.
7s and 3s, man.
136, you still there?
Yes, sir.
We gotta hold down the nighttime program.
You got it.
I think that whole New Jersey election was stolen. Same thing. It was neck and neck, and then he pulled ahead. And then old Murphy there, when everyone was sleeping, was firing up the old Xerox machine. You think it was dead people?
They probably resurrected a few dead people.
It could have been Will Smith's dead father.
Right, did he vote a couple of times?
Yeah, multiple states. I'm amazed with this dog story, though, the Russian dog story from 1957. This dog is in like a 55-gallon barrel, it looks like.
thought that was, yeah, the Fauci story was the one with the other one with the dog, the flies eating the dog.
How about it, Tony? What else we got going on in news here? Let me take a gander.
The Dems are around Virginia.
They certainly are. Yeah, I guess if you tell the people, you know, potential voters that you have no right to pick your child's education, that's kind of it steers people away.
Yeah, it's a kind of turnoff.
Oh, yeah, they don't like that. I still think Murphy cheated.
You think he stuffed the ballot box?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they had a broken water pipe.
Well, at least the Chads weren't hanging.
You see, Biden was blaming Trump still today. It's all the Trump voters that ruined Virginia.
That's it, man. You gotta have somebody to blame. Damn Trumpers.
The other thing was that the Raiders football guy there, he was doing 156 in his Corvette, and he plowed into that, I think it was a Toyota, but thing like exploded.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's like a shitty way to go, like stuck in your Toyota RAV4, burning the fucking death.
I can think of better ways to go.
Yeah, he collided with the victim's Toyota RAV4 at 127 miles per hour.
Yeah, he was just going a little fast. It's like being a little pregnant.
Indeed.
So, did you end up working today or what?
Who, me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was at work.
You see the former chief of the MTA got elected Putnam County Sheriff, right?
No, I've been looking at the smut on the Daily Mail. I hardly ever look at the local stuff.
Yeah, Kevin McConville's the new sheriff of Putnam County, effective January 1.
Well, I'm sure you guys have a good man down there now.
Yeah, the incumbent lost by 3,000 votes.
Well, he should have cheated like Murphy.
The Republicans swept Putnam County, man. They got like 6 out of 7 offices in Putnam County.
Yeah, this the whole woke thing, I guess it's just not working out for the old Dems there.
Yeah, the incumbent sheriff, he was a Dem.
Yeah, but they have change.
It's the Progressive Party.
They're getting brainwashed by the hard left there. They want to go all socialist.
It's the party of entitlement.
Your stuff is my stuff. My stuff is your stuff.
That's it. Kumbaya.
We're going to divide everything up equally till a dictator takes over and we fucking starve to death.
The Bergen County Resurrection Club was out in full force last night.
They were?
A lot of empty graves last night.
Exactly.
Sure, they all went in to vote.
They almost lost Virginia, too. Once at Fairfax, they're like, oh, yeah, they're having problems at Fairfax. I'm like, here we go again.
Yeah, they gave it a shot.
The judge refused to extend the voting hours, though.
They only brought 4 suitcases when they should have brought 6.
Don't you hate when that happens?
Thieves. Shysters. I started working on my Zello crossover hack job thing I was building here.
Oh, boy.
I got it to work where I can grab a cell phone. I key up on the cell phone via the walkie-talkie app, and then it goes to the other cell phone, keys up the CB, and puts the audio over. I got to go the other way now, so to grab the audio from the radio back to the cell phone.
A work in progress.
Yeah, not too shabby. I'm putting it on the 11-meter repeater YouTube channel.
There you go.
So all the smarter people in the universe can tell me everything I'm doing wrong.
And how to fix it.
Yeah. Because everyone in the YouTube comments knows much more.
That's it. They're going to tell you how to do it.
All right, she uploaded. It's not very clear for some reason.
Break.
Go, Breaker.
About it, Charlie.
Charlie went to bed.
Yeah, well, I just got in. Oh, well, next week.
Please press number 2 to leave a message. Boop.
All right, thanks, Ranger.
Oh, Killer Cat, you have to put in the year the Cobra 29 first came out. You have to put your guess down. I think we're going Price is Right rules, where you can't go over.
Which version of the 29?
The very first one that had a 2 and a 9, and who gives a shit what came after.
Oof. I'd say maybe 74, 75.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to figure out. Like, the furthest I could find was Sam's, the 123 catalog, but there's like a 56 from like 1965.
And 65, that was still kind of two-barrel then. No, it was in the 70s.
Yeah, 1977, I think. June of 77.
Yeah, I got all the old magazines downstairs. I literally have cases of them. I'm sure I could hunt it down.
They had like a Cobra 26, too. It was like a, like the Ford Escort of Cobra radio.
Yeah, it had a black front.
Yeah, some of them had a volume knob and a wire and a microphone.
Very familiar with all of them.
The bare minimum.
Alright, I got a 3-piece suit on, man. I gotta get out of this. I'll check you guys back. You gonna be here or 17?
I guess here for now. Yeah, we'll hang out here for now.
Alright.
This Windows is fucking horrible, man. It's sluggish, it's slow. It's like the worst system ever. Every time it updates, it gets slower.
Why it's slow?
What's that?
I said if you don't have a lot of RAM space left on the computer, that might be why it's slow.
I think it only has 4 gigs of RAM.
Might be something on there that's running that's taking up all that space. That's why it's running slow.
It's the Daily Mail website. I gotta close it because it's so fucking spammy.
How dare you?
Is Greta?
Yeah, she got added to the old soundboard tonight.
That's a good ad.
How dare you?
What's that supposed to be, some kind of sick joke?
She popped up in the news the other day. She's like Swedish or Norwegian or something.
The infamous Greta.
Indeed.
Some kids will do anything to get out of school.
Like sailing across the ocean on a sailboat.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Ruin the environment.
For more than 30 years, the science has been crystal clear.
I mean, there's some good doozies in here I can lift off for the add the old soundboard. There was one where she's like talking about going, I should be in school.
But the world is holding her back.
This one, I gotta get this one where her voice is crackling.
How dare you?
I blame the adults that encourage her.
You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words.
That's classic. Stealing her child.
We were all younger and dated a girl like that back in high school. Hey, what the fuck? This bitch is bringing a lot of drama. Are you saying I look fat? I'm like, I didn't say that at all.
How dare you?
How dare you? You've stolen my dreams.
People are dying.
How dare you? die every day. It's just old age and fatty foods and cigarettes and cancer, right? Cancer and overdoses were the biggest killers. Especially back in the day, man. Remember, like, way back, like, I remember my grandparents, like, smoking, like, one after another. Christ, used to, like, go anywhere you went, like, there would be, like, cigarette ashtrays and McDonald's and, like, you know, it wasn't frowned upon like it is today. It didn't hurt anyone. There was a whole thing in the 90s about secondhand smoke.
Yeah, what happened with that push? Did that die out?
Yeah, they moved on to that climate change thing.
Weren't we freezing in the 70s? I'm a little confused.
Ah, they flip-flop.
Entire ecosystems are collapsing.
Charge a fee for sampling.
She'll be doing porn in like 5 years. Like all those tramps on that, remember that pregnant thing they had on MTV, the 16 and pregnant or something? I forget the name of the show.
Yep.
And all you can talk about is money and fairy tales of eternal economic growth. How dare you?
Does she say eternal economic growth?
Yeah, and fairy tales.
As if that's a bad thing?
Ah, the fairy tales, I knew it. That's what's bringing this fucking environment down. Wasn't it? It was like global warming back in the 90s and 80s, right?
Yeah. And in the 70s, it was the Ice Age we were headed towards. A little flip there. Because someone moved the dial.
I remember I was like working on cars in the mid-90s, and they're like, this R12 is horrible. It's eating the fucking ozone layer. So they made that 134 shit that didn't work that well. But now I guess the 134 is putting holes in the ozone layer because they're outlawing that shit now too.
The new chemical is 410.
It's 410? I thought it was like 1, 2, 3, 4. It was like a stupid number for Freon.
No, first was R12, then R22, then R134, and now the new chemical that they're putting in cars now is 410.
And it's kind of flammable, right? Not so much?
Yeah, the 134 was a little more flammable than the 410.
No. The new stuff. Like Chrysler's using. Hold on, let me go. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like I think England or Britain uses it.
I know most of the American cars have anything made after 2017 has 410 in it.
Yeah, what's the difference between 134A and R1234YF?
Okay.
It doesn't matter, they're just going to phase it out. It's all political. What was the one you were saying?
R134.
Oh, the new one that's replacing it.
410.
410, all right, let me look that one up.
It's called Puron. Most refrigerants aren't flammable unless it has butane in it. And the ones that have butane in it, it's still not as flammable as like people think it is.
I remember back in the 90s, like, R12 was like getting impossible to buy, so people would go down to the Bronx and they put like fucking propane or some sort of gas that worked awesome like 112 until you ruptured and it exploded.
Propane's actually the best refrigerant. Anything that condenses into a liquid and it can evaporate into a gas is technically a refrigerant. Technically. But yeah, we use ammonia for ice rinks.
Ah, okay, so R410A replaced R22.
No, well technically 22 was replaced with 410A. Carrier designed 410A, that's why it has the name Puron. But technically, there's a 407C that acts just like 22. Comes in a orange brown can, and you put it in, you can fucking mix it. That's how close it is.
I'll be damned. They got to bring R12 back because that shit was the bomb. I remember like the evaporator would turn into a block of ice in your car, and like the shittiest 80s car had the most kick-ass air conditioning.
The more chlorine the refrigerant has, the better it is. You know, like 22 is called chlorodiphlomethanine, so it's got a lot of chlorine in it. You know, and that's why they say it's not good for the environment.
The environment doesn't mind.
Dude, that's like when they came out with 407C as a substitute. I looked at the fucking guy and I'm like, I bet you this is 22 in a fucking different can.
Yeah, it's just to sell different equipment and the retrofit kits. It's like a big scam, right?
No, 407C is an exact replacement. So I can go to your house and don't have to retrofit or change any oil, nothing. I just go in. If I want to be nice, pull a good vacuum on your system, make sure there's no leaks, and fill it up.
And it was like in the spray cans. Remember back in the 80s when they were trying to get rid of, I think it was like CFCs? They're like every time you spray hairspray or a fucking WD-40, you're putting a hole. They like, everything was like putting a hole in the ozone layer back then.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something. Methane gas is the biggest problem we have to date. And most of methane gas come from animal shit and people shit. So unless they get rid of fucking a lot of cows and a lot of people, we still have methane gas going on.
The Dems want to get rid of the cows. They're all vegans.
And what kills me is most dumps produce more methane gas than they know what to do with, that they actually have to burn it or it'll stink because it's a natural gas, so it has a smell to it. So I don't know why we don't use our dumps as an energy source, because like the town of Danbury, they have torches up there burning all day long and all night, 24/7, so the fucking, that side of Danbury don't stink because of the dump. Now why aren't we using that for some type of fuel?
Yeah, for like an incinerator to burn the garbage.
We could use that for a lot of things. A lot of things. It's just, it's not profitable for them because they don't have to make anything. All you gotta do is technically put a fucking pipe in the ground, let it form a gas, and it'll start coming out.
They should pipe it into like a big engine and then have it run a generator or something.
Exactly. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, listen, I don't think Tesla died on his own. I think they killed him because he was ready to give people free power.
Without wires, too. He's going to send that shit through the air.
Let me tell you, being in the field of heating and air conditioning, it's all fucking political shit, dude. It's like they were supposed to stop making 22 years ago when I got into it. Fucking 30 years ago, it was supposed to go. And you can still buy a drum. It's actually come down in price because less people are using it.
Let's talk about Tesla, though. He was a interesting fella.
No one took him seriously because he was technically, what's his name's fucking, you know, helper. You know, but the guy, you know, AC obviously, you know, he powered the first World Fair for nothing. He did it for actually nothing. And showed people that AC is technically, you know, just like DC. You know, DC can be lethal as well, you know what I mean? But AC is just, you know, like anything, you know, Ohm's law. You need, you know, to create a circuit, you know, and if you become part of that circuit in a certain way, you're okay. If you become part of a circuit and you're grounded, you're not okay.
Yeah, because Edison, like, fucking he electrocuted an elephant, right, with AC. It was kind of like the thing that Democrats did the other day with the tiki torches. Like, that Edison pulls out this fucking elephant and electrocutes it with AC to, like, keep people from investing and getting involved in it.
Dude, he is the one that invented the electric chair. And that went wrong. The electric chair went wrong the first time, and that was AC, and he was just showing people like, look, it ain't good.
The guy only slept 2 hours a night.
Yeah, well, if the Green Mile has taught me anything, you have to put water on the sponge.
That's so you conduct. Otherwise, you don't conduct.
Tesla tried to marry a pigeon, too, didn't he?
Who the fuck knows, man? Those guys back then, I wouldn't be surprised if they were thumbing their asses.
I like the goat.
Or like JoJo, putting the goat in his butt.
Among Tesla's quirks was his fondness for pigeons. When living in New York, he spent hours each week feeding pigeons in the park and routinely took them home. It sounds like the guy was a pigeon fucker.
It's actually common in the city. A lot of people that they're into feeding pigeons, and pigeons are a big thing in the city.
I taught my son, I'm like, what are those? He's like, flying rats. I'm like, good boy.
I used to work with a guy, and downtown Denver, there was a building that used to fucking always attract pigeons. I don't know what it was. And they'd have like little nests on the roof. And the fucking guy would take the nest and fucking kick them off the roof. He hated pigeons, dude.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of them either. They shit all over the place, and there's nothing cool about them.
Yeah, birds are nice. They're just fucking messy.
Yeah, I got chickens. They're fine out in the coop. I don't want them flying around my house shitting on things, though.
Alright, I'm gonna go take a shower. I just got home. Heard you guys talking about Freon. I figure I'd maybe educate you a little bit.
I thank you. Doing some Tesla research, he had some weird quirks. Like with the number 3, he detested pearls. What else did he do? He lived in a hotel room. Tesla lived many years in New York City and spent last decade living there in a hotel room.
I thought he spent most of his time in, like, his lab.
No, he lived in room 3327, a two-room suite on the 33rd. Yeah, the other thing is the number 3. He was, like, obsessed with 3. On the 33rd floor, where it's where his particular fondness for pigeons played out. Oh, boy. I'm afraid to scroll down. There's probably going to be a pigeon rape story down here. He claimed to have invented the death ray. Tesla's childhood dream was to harness the power of Niagara Falls. In 1895, he designed the first hydroelectric power plant in the falls, which sealed in the victory of alternating current, or if you will, AC. A statue was later erected on Goat Island in Tesla's honor. Co-hanger kid, if you will. My Lord, geez, I got to do it. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Wait for it. All
Alright, you want to hear mine?
All right, goat off. Your goat's dead on arrival.
His goat is dead, bro.
Poor little fella.
Hey, goat!
Tesla patented the basic system of radio, 1896. The invention of the radio is often credited to McCartney, I can't even say his name, who made the first transatlantic radio transmission in 1901, but Tesla developed plans for the basic elements of a radio transmitter that, I lost my line here, that were used by McCartney. And they fought about it in court. It was used on Channel 13, might I add. I want to add that in.
dare you?
Oh. Hello.
Who's that?
This is Red Alert.
Oh my God. You're on radio 24 hours, are you?
Joe Biden pays me to monitor Channel 21.
$2,800 he gave you.
No, he gave me $450,000 because I'm Mexican and I was separated from my family when we came over the border.
He suckered you in. He suckered you in.
I know I was supposed to get $1 million.
Why did he do that for me?
I don't know.
All right, well, you're going to have to put a word in there because I'm not happy with that.
All right, just listen, for the record, your name is Pedro. That totally gets you $450.
Competition, but $40,000 would be good in my eyesight too.
No, $450,000.
Well, $40,000 would be good in my eyesight.
All right, I'll talk to Joe, see what we can do.
I don't con him as well as you do, nor do I con him at all. I give him a chance to be the president.
He's doing a great job.
You give him a chance to be?
I've given him, what are we up to, 11 months?
Is that the limit?
Oh, he's got another 3 years, and boy, are we in for a ride.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe if you lend a hand, it wouldn't be trouble.
I can't live him. The guy is, yeah, we'll just let it play out the way it is.
I think you're just jealous. You don't want to lend a hand. Maybe you should try lending a hand.
I will. I will change his diapers, and I will get him ice cream.
You're a good man. You're a good man. Make it happen on a daily basis so he don't be smelly the next morning.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I'm going to need a lot of wet naps.
$400 and some thousand, you think you should have enough on hand?
Well, when my kid was 2 years old, I felt like I spent $450,000 on wet naps.
You mean you done use it all up already?
This was like 5 years ago. He's 7 now.
No, I'm talking about Biden's $450,000.
Ah, I spent that all.
Already?
Yeah, inflation. You see how much money gas is a gallon?
Yeah, but you don't drive that much.
You'd be amazed.
Maker.
You got to come up with a better excuse for spending that kind of money in short amounts of time.
All right, I'm shooting from the hip here. Let me write it out here. My excuses.
All right, make sure it shows up on my desk in the morning so I can evaluate the work.
All right, I'll proofread it too.
All right, don't be late.
What was the first one? As a kid, I remember we used to call it the sloppy copy, where you just hand wrote it.
Okay, because I don't want to look through a whole lot of other riff-raff stuff before I get to the good stuff like you going to issue.
All right, I'll have 136. I'll send it over to 136. He'll type it up.
You think he can handle it?
Oh yeah, 136 he's on the spot.
I'm not sure he can.
136. You believe this? What this rainmaker saying?
That's it. We got to issue a press release.
I don't think he can handle the pressure. He's just a riffraff.
136 is one cool cat.
How cool? Spelled with a K or a C?
With a K.
Damn, he's modernized.
How about it for that rainmaker?
Who's calling me?
You got the street hawk.
Hey, what up, Hawk? Where you been?
Right here, man.
Well, you gotta show up more often.
Yeah.
Not that I'm here, but show up anyway. Call my name, my recorder will pick it up. This way I can play my Watergate back and you can hear yourself.
The rainmaker.
The one and only.
Yes.
Hudson Valley Controller.
Where are you right now, rainmaker?
I'm over here.
Copy that.
I was over there, but you were quiet, so I had to come on back to here. You got Red Alert stirred up.
Red alert.
Yeah, you got him all stirred up.
Over what?
How dare you?
5 words out of him, so he must be all pumped up.
Red alert, red alert.
Nice going, Street Hawk. You got me all pumped up.
Oh, boy. Not you again.
As the building goes, that should bring out X-ray. Have you heard X-ray?
He was on about around 10 o'clock. I think he signed off.
Yeah, I fell asleep and I missed check-in.
Roger Dodger. Yeah, everyone kind of signed off around 10.
Yeah, that's what us old-timers do, man. We have a plan of doing things, but the sleep slips in the way of everything.
Roger Dodger.
That sounds like a San Francisco baseball team.
Previously, the baseball team formerly known as the Brooklyn Dodgers.
I didn't want to go there, but I can go there if you take me there.
Roger Dodger.
I remember the day. Well, matter of fact, yes.
Yeah, they ripped the whole stadium down, right? And they put like condos or something on top of it.
What were they before they were the Brooklyn Dodgers?
The Cyclones.
Damn. How many numbers you got on top of your head?
I don't know. That was just a lucky guess. Was it the Cyclones?
Well, you can lie to Street Hawk, but you can't lie to me.
We're just happy we can hear Street Hawk.
Well, I'm just happy to know that you go way back in time.
And what was the other one? The Giants, right? They were up on Jesus Christ. Were they up in Harlem, up on the north side there?
Shit, you gotta make me tell a lie. There was the, something field.
Polo grounds.
Would you say pologram?
Polo grounds.
Oh, the polo grounds.
Right, the polo ground.
Right across the river from Yankee Stadium.
Who said that?
136 said that.
Who said that, Red Alert?
That's 136. He's over in Patterson.
New Jersey?
No, the one closer towards Danbury and Pauling.
All right. He's not reaching me, so tell him I said good evening.
He says good evening, 136.
I hear him. He's just above the noise level, but I do hear him.
He says he hears you. You're just above the noise level.
Well, it's a good thing I'm above something because the water is getting up to the bottom of my nose. I might drown.
Well, you're the rainmaker. You have control of that. You can stop the water or you can start the water.
No. That's the water that you release. I have no control over that. The water I release, I have control over.
Oh, okay. So you work at a dam. I got you.
I was in good shape until you started spilling the bucket.
They should have had a lid on the bucket.
Street Hawk! I'm gonna get out of here. I've had enough of this.
Yeah, man. Talk to you soon.
Rainmaker, have a fantastic evening.
I'll give him my best shot. If it's not a fantastic one, I think I know how to make it one.
Cool deal.
That's how long I've been around. I don't accept negative, and I turn it into a positive as I see it approaching. Put it on you later. I'm back out.
It's that damn goat.
I hear the General Lee out there.
And he's supposed to be sleeping.
Is he?
You're supposed to be sleeping. Good evening, mister. How's you and the madam doing? How's you and the madam doing? All of a sudden, Ranger 1. Yeah, I said, how are you and the madam doing? Yeah, but that puts a smile on her face. Yeah, you know how the ladies are. They love the grands. All right, the noise is raising up on me. Tell her I said hey, and God bless. I'll put it on you later.
Hey, good evening. 243 here. Oh, Roger. Yeah, I've been having some antenna problems this week.
How dare you?
How dare you? Yeah, I think somebody else is in there.
Yes, sir.
All right, Dan.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I don't have any backlight, so I really can't give you a signal report. But, yeah, I built a few antennas to see if I can do better. And, some worked okay, some didn't. So I stuck the antron up in the air and I built a ground plane for it. I got it up around 30 feet. Back to you.
Yes, ma'am.
There's a lot of, well, I shouldn't say a lot. There's a bit of white noise with your signal because it's my antenna. It's not you.
Ain't you got no mom and daddy to tend to it? All right, then. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll take a standby for a minute.
Yes, sir. You got any biscuits for sale in there? I ain't listening to you no more. All right, then. Not funny, ha-ha, funny queer. Well, I don't reckon that quite satisfied me. I'm the oldest boy, name of Carl. Mm-hmm. I reckon I'm gonna have to get used to looking at pretty people.
Hey, 136, if you're out there. Red Alert's gonna sign off for the night. Bye-bye, Red Alert. Over and out there, fellas. Have a good night.
Have a good one. Red Alert. I think he checked in. Or checked out.
Well, I guess when he says he's leaving, he's gone. All right, I just have some information for him.
I'll be back! Don't sleep too long, Red Alert. You might not wake up. His finger was on the button. I'm still on, Bob.